Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk about code.org, CSD, Unit 3, Lesson 21, Complex Sprite Movement. So our question of the day is, how can previous blocks be combined into new patterns to make interesting movements? So today you're going to learn how to combine velocity properties of sprites with the counter pattern to create more complex sprite movement. We're also going to learn how to simulate gravity. So no new blocks this time, but just learning how to use the blocks that we already know to make more interesting movements. So let's get started. So first one, prediction. Using the counter pattern with Sprite's X and Y property makes a sprite move smoothly across the screen. In this program, the counter pattern is being used with the Sprite.VelocityX property instead. What do you think will happen when you run the code? Why? And once you've run the code, you can run, once you're ready, you can run the code to find out. All right, so let's look and see what we've got. Variable sprite 1 created at 5200. So that's going to be somewhere 5200. Somewhere right about here. Okay. Sprite.VelocityX equals Sprite.VelocityX plus 0.01. So I think it's going to start moving to the right across the screen. We've got a background white down here and then a draw sprites. Okay, so sprite moves to the right across the screen. So let's see if I'm correct. All righty. Oh my. Oh, look at that. So I was partially right. It actually started to pick up speed. Do you see that? How cool. All right, let's see what happens in the next one. Da-da-da. This program already makes a car move across the screen, but it's going very slowly. By using the Sprite.X velocity X property with the counter pattern, you can change the sprite's speed during the program. Use the counter pattern with the sprite's velocity X properties to make the car speed up. Okay, so what we got? Oh my gosh, that is like painfully slow. Yikes. Painfully slow. Okay. So let's show me where I need to code. Okay, add our code here. So we're going to say, what was it? We're going to say sprite.VelocityX and its car equals, wasn't it a math? I think it was a math. Sprite.VelocityX plus 0.1. And let's see, oh, not sprite, car. Let's see if that's correct. Oh yeah, it does start to speed up as it goes across the screen. All right, so let's hit finish and move on. Da-da-da. Falling rock. The rock should speed up as it falls down the screen. Use the counter pattern with the sprite's Y velocity to make the rock speed up as it falls. Okay. All right, so very slowly falling rock like it's falling through water. We got to use the counter pattern again. So this time I'm going to go sprite.velocity Y, and it's rock. It's math, and so it's going, Y is going down, so it's going to be a plus. So it's going to be rock.VelocityX plus 0.5. I don't know what that's going to do, but let's find out. Reset and run. Hit that. Oh, you know what I did? Look, I made a mistake. I said X, I meant Y. Let me fix that. rock dot velocity y. Here we go. Bam. Bam. All right, that one's done. Move on. Debugging is always important. I'm glad you got to see that example. Bubble 5, slowing things down. The car is going to run into the water. You'll need to use the counter pattern to slow it down. Use the Sprite dot velocity x block with a counter pattern to slow the car down by 0.25 as it moves across the screen. Discuss what do you think will happen when the car finally stops? Ooh, interesting. Wham. Okay. So we've got to slow this baby down. So we're going to go Sprite dot velocity x. I want it to, it's a car. I want it to slow down. So I'm going to subtract. I don't necessarily want it to go backwards just yet, but we're going to subtract Sprite. So car dot velocity x minus, and they said 0.25. So I am predicting that when it finally stops, it will start to roll backwards, but I could be mistaken. So let's find out. Yep. Hey, I was right. There we go. All right, finish, move on. Ooh, choose. I'm going to do this slow down in reverse because I feel like that was similar to what I just did in the last puzzle. Okay, in this animation, a mouse runs past a cat. Let's change it so that the mouse slows down, stops before reaching the cat, then reverses. Note that the current x velocity of the mouse sprite. Use the counter pattern to change the velocity so that it approaches 0, then changes direction. Hence, since the mouse starts with a negative velocity, you'll want to increase it. You'll want to increase it to slow down. Okay. All right, so we've got scene, cat, mouse. Mouse velocity is -20. So I'm going to go sprite.x, and that is mouse. And because he's moving to the left of the screen, that is a, ooh, this one's a good one. So that is a minus subtraction, but I want to add. I'm going to start with add. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. We're going to find out. Interesting. I like the interesting puzzles. Mouse dot velocity x plus 0.025. I'm going to practice from, the same one I had last time, 0.25. There we go. So let's find out if that works. Reset, run. Yeah, nope, that didn't work at all. Okay, so then I must need a subtraction. Oh, wait a minute. Something's not right here. Okay, so apparently it worked, but he didn't slow down fast enough. Did you see that? That was weird. Like he totally went past the cat and then came back onto the screen. Okay. Oh, plus 1. Let's see if 1 slows him down fast enough. Yep. 1 works. Okay. Replay one more time in case you missed it. There it is. All right. So we did a mouse dot velocity x equals mouse dot velocity x plus 1 to solve that puzzle. This is interesting that it's auto forwarding us. It didn't used to do that. And we're going to hit finish. This is your assessment level. So let's see what you got to do. Looks like gravity. The rock is falling in the air, but it never falls back down. Oh, wait a minute. The rock is thrown in the air, but it never falls back down. Use the code you practiced to make the rock slow down and then fall. Try different numbers in your counter pattern to see which you think might look the best. All right, so hit run. It goes up. All right, so just like that mouse, we've got to get it to go up to a certain point, and then reverse and come back down. So you're going to be using another counter pattern. You're going to start with a Sprite dot X or Y. Think about which one you need. Okay, what's changing here? Then you're going to use a math block. Then you're going to use another Sprite dot velocity X or Y. And that should be it. All right, good luck with this one. And then last but not least, your challenge 8. Ooh, my. Cool. So you got 3 options here: curve, deceleration. Man, curve would be awesome to master. That'd probably be my favorite. The deceleration would probably be the easiest because it's going to be a mirror of the other lessons that you did today. So with that, that is lesson 21, complex sprite movement. You're not learning any blocks this time. You are just learning how to use the blocks you already know to imitate more complex sprite movement and to imitate gravity. So have fun with that. See you later.